If you've got something that you want, what is stopping you from getting it? An awakening that you should have, kind of a self-reflective awakening, where you can actually understand the fact that you're not just floating through space in your life. Oh man, you gotta realize that you're in complete control, right? You're behind the wheel every day.
Life is filled with cracks. Cracks are tragedies, our setbacks, our challenges. But it's through the cracks that the light gets in. So the truth is we have to look at pain and suffering not as something we invite and welcome, but if it does come our way, you have to see it as the ability for a new birthing, for like a paradigm shift. And all paradigm shifts happen through some disruption.
You go higher, you go even more alone. Because nobody is willing anymore to invest their energy in going higher. Because it's becoming more difficult.
People don't realize is that when you walk through your journey of life, it's education. The world is your teacher. But the thing is, not all of us have the courage to live this life because we're afraid of failures. We're afraid of mistakes. We're afraid of hardships because that's survival mindset. But what if I were to tell you to place it all on the line, to bet it all over your own existence, to live your truth? Because through my struggles, I found my truth.
The actions that you take, the choices that you make, the decisions that you make determine who you are.
We're the ones who get to die. We're the lucky ones. You only get to die for having lived. Most people who could ever exist will never even be born. You won the lottery. Most people will never even know there was a lottery.
I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era.
Life is not going to get easier. It's just that your mind and your body become more resistant, more strong. Same situation, more real. Why? Because you finally start to find a solution that's better. You're within your reach, you're within your hand.
Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Start today, start now. Start being who you're supposed to be and doing what you're supposed to do now.
Time is running out on you. There are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you gotta not only operate in them, you gotta do it fast. You have to quit being so casual. You gotta work like your life depends on it, because it does.
Things just don't go your way. That's not the way the world works. You gotta make them go your way. You think things are gonna just go your way? Well, they're not gonna just go your way. You think things are gonna just happen for you? Well, they're not just gonna happen for you. You gotta make them happen. Guess what? That's the way life is. You don't have enough time. You gotta make time. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta make it happen. Go make things happen.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Life is like a puzzle. Life is pieces of things that go through your life. Images that are small fragments of someone sees as individual. But for you realize they're part of the bigger picture. If people knew all the things that you have survived so far, things that you've been through, if they only saw the big picture of your life, instead of hating you, instead of dismissing you and disrespecting you, they would stand and give a standing ovation that you could even stand after all you've been through. But the reason why you survive is because there's something inside of you that is being transformed so that everyone else can see that every caterpillar can become a butterfly. But you gotta come out of cocoon.
Each and every one of you got a vision, man. And you know it. A vision to do more, be more. And as I said earlier, your next level might not be upward, but inward. That vision has been given to you. But a lot of us, we discredit ourselves so much of the not enoughs. I'm not enough for this, I'm not enough for that. Congratulations. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for certain things because certain things aren't enough for you. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for that job because there's a job greater for you. Maybe some doors have to close in your life so you can walk through the better doors that are meant for your life. Maybe sometimes you gotta get some no's that don't make no sense to walk into your yes. I've learned this in life. Rejection is the ultimate protection. Rejection is just redirection for what God has for your life. You are a choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life.
You're an underdog, man. The beauty of being someone who has to go through struggle, because you get that. If there's no struggle, there's no struggle, then it's nothing. There's no journey. There's no journey.
Life is, if you're growing and you're talented and you're gifted, like your talent, your skill can get you out of certain problems, right? And then you get to a certain point in life, you hit a certain level of adversity and opposition, and your advantage becomes your disadvantage. And if you ain't built right, if you ain't cut right, it's going to annihilate you.
Everything can become possible if you find the way to translate what is in the mind into action, because this transformation makes things come to us.
You got to come out of hiding. You got to come out of being silent. You got to stop being on mute. You got to open up your mouth and let out a loud sound that says, I am still here. I am still standing in spite of what I've gone through. You see, you can be in spite, or you can live with spite. When you live with spite and anger and frustration about the things that have been done to you, you miss out on all the beautiful blessings of the lessons that were taught to you. If you don't have any adversity, then you will have no story.
Fear limits you, but every day, just push it a little farther.
A choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life.
No more excuses. No more, I'll start tomorrow. No more, just this once. No more accepting the shortfalls of my own will. No more taking the easy road. No more waiting for the perfect moment. And no more indecision and no more lies. No more weakness. Now is the time for strength. And through strength and through will and through unwavering discipline, I will become who I want to be.
Loser can keep on going and continue to win. Champion's the person who gets hit on. It's like got pushed down, said they don't belong here, but yet they rise. The champion keeps a promise to the one they love the most. The champion doesn't allow the conditions or circumstances to influence. They influence the person they wish to be by the actions they take every day. And champion lives by a powerful code.